Namaskar, Harish Mohwakar here. In the last lecture, we have analyzed the poem and we have seen what is the theme, what is the background, what is the message, what is the condition. Now we go into the structure and grammar. It means how the poet has used language, what sort of construction he has made, how he has woven everything to give us the message, to make the poem. The title of the poem is If. It is a conditional clause. If rules the poem. Means in each stanza, in each advice, the line begins with if. It means it shows the condition. One thing is done, then the another would follow. To indicate that the word if has been used. And when the sentence begins with if, then you have to complete it. Here, to complete the clause, we have very simple sentences, and that is how the message is given. It would be very easy to give, and hence the language of the poem is very simple. Through simple sentences, it is very difficult to create a poem because so much simplicity may kill the charm of a poem. But here, simplicity is the beauty. And if clause is joined by the another clause. But here, notice that there is not only one clause. The poet has eloquence. The poet has lot of things to say. Things after things coming. And so, after if, one clause, another clause, and another clause. Many clauses make one line. Pay attention here. If you can keep your head, this is a clause. Then, when all about you are losing theirs, this is one more clause. But the poet continues to add another clause. And blaming it on you. So, this look, even though it is simplicity, it makes the sentence complex. So, there are two more clauses joined with one clause beginning with if. And that is how we find such kind of clauses, sentences, or you can say lines throughout the poem. And it's not complete because if requires another clause to complete, and then basic idea will come. In the poem, there are some contrasting words. The father shows the son good things and bad things. In the background of bad, he suggests good things. So, in the poem, in the diction, such contrasting words, they continue to come. For example, keep head on one side and on the other lose. It means trust and doubt. On one side, wait. On this side, the word using not tired of waiting. Then very important two words in the poem can be seen. They are actually personification, triumph and disaster, victory and loss. On one side, one is broken. On the other side, one wants to build something. So that is how contrasting things we find in the poem. The poet also uses negative or optional words in the diction. When father advises his son, we find words like this: don't, but, yet, nor, or. Not only negative words, we also find positive words to emphasize the clause if. It means anything good and not easy one. Then metaphors, as I have already told to you. How can we come to know that they are metaphors? They stand as symbols. The word triumph is written with a capital T. The word disaster is having D as capital words. It means not as the common triumph and common disaster. They stand as a people, a person named triumph, a person named disaster, and they may meet you on the road. That is how the use of metaphors make the poem very interesting. And one has to be very careful because they may cheat. Their nature is to cheat. And finally, we go to the rhyme scheme of the poem, how the lines are arranged. The rhyme scheme of the poem is A B A B. For example, if I read the line, if you can keep your head when all about you, the first line ends with you. Second line, are losing theirs and blaming it on you. It is also you at the end. First and second line end with you. So you can say AA. But wait, because waiting is also a virtue and you keep it. Third line, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you. Third line is also you. Fourth line, but make allowance for their doubting too. Fourth line changing to. There is no you. But if we continue to read, in the end of the fifth line, waiting, sixth line, lies, seventh line, hating, and eighth line, wise. So, waiting, lies, hating, wise. So, from the second stanza, the rhyme scheme will be very clear. It means in the first stanza, you, and two. The fourth line, two, means ooh. Right? That is how it ends. So that is how rhyme scheme is very, very simple. And it is A, B, A, B. In one stanza, there are 8 lines and such 4 stanzas are there in the poem. That is how the structure of the poem is made. Such kind of simplicity is maintained in the poem because the view of the writer is to give you a moral message. If the message is woven in a simple language, any reader would be very easily understand. So that is how the poem is. This poem is very, very useful. You can read it anytime and give moral boosting to yourself. That is how the poem has given reputation to the poet Kipling. Those who are reading literature regularly, they know this poem very well. You must also have enjoyed the poem. Whenever you are disappointed, read the poem. It will help you. So, thank you very much. See you in the next episode. Subscribe my channel. Thank you.